Hello everyone and welcome back to Bluebelly Gaming Channel, where I am going to play a bit more Banished, and we're going to do a tropical playthrough. So we'll call it Lemon Town, I guess. I don't know. That seems tropical. And was it Water World? I thought there was one that was specifically called tropical, but maybe I'm thinking of the Sand Lakes. Yeah. We'll go with the Sand Lakes. It sounds like that'll be fun. I'm gonna bump down to large rather than very large. We'll go with the tropical. Thank you. I knew there were some tropical settings here. And then I wonder, what I would really like is to have one big lake so I can kind of role play that we, I want to use this shipwreck, wherever it is, shipwreck. So I don't know, do we want hard, El Dorado hard, medium plus, jungle? I don't think we want it to be a tropical, maybe tropical jungle hard. We'll do that. Shipwrecked in unknown land, your people have only their wits and what they can salvage from the wreck. Game with mod jungle oh, I don't know if I want only those trees, do I? I mean, I guess that makes sense because otherwise you're gonna have like pine trees in the sandy area. So alright, we'll do that. Disaster's on. Yeah, let's roll with it. Let's see what we get here. While this is loading up, I just want to say thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for coming along for another Banished journey. If you have not seen me play Colonial Charter, I'm a little clunky with it because I usually play Red Ketchup. I'm pretty sure the last time I played Colonial Charter, I said was the last time. But here we are. Among the healthy addictions, we have Banished. And so let's see what we can do. Alright. That is pretty good. Pardon me. Let's look at the map. Overhead map of the area. Okay. It's a little bit silly that it's in the middle, but I guess we could basically... Man, it would have been cool. I know it's a limitation of the game, but it would have been cool if this could all just be like water up in this quadrant. But given what we have here, I think we should be able to get sort of an early start and then expand this way. I don't think we start with any seeds. So rushing gatherer, there's a lot up there. Maybe we do gatherer here, or gatherer here, hunter-gatherer pod here. Try to get main starter buildings here, and we can expand with like maybe a marketplace down here and start putting housing there. I don't know. We're getting ahead of ourselves a bit. Who knows if we even live that long. Let's get our... Oh yeah, that's right. They have lots of professions options. Do I like that? No, I do not like that one. I like this one. So that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get reacquainted to all these icons, so sorry. Collect wild foods. That seems prudent. And we're gonna need... Oh, wow. Food. Okay, hunter. stay on this side of the water just in case. So put hunting cabin. We're going to pause that because we're going to do a gatherer's hut first. So we'll get them going. Probably fishing also, given this locale. Yeah, we'll put a fishing dock right there. And we're going to want some storage, stockpile rather, here. I think we're ready. Once we get food stabilized, we're going to need housing. So while this is running, we like to play on 5x. While this is running, take a look at our housing options. Oh yeah, okay. So tiny shacks. Yeah, I remember playing, I did a tropical playthrough once before where I did a bunch of these tiny shacks. I mean, they are good starter homes. Not expensive. We may do that. Log cabin, I feel like doesn't really suit the tropical vibe. Wooden house, that's just base game. Rustic abode might be the way we go here. Probably gonna be the way we go. Salt box, that's cool, but later game. Stone house again, probably not. Town abode, later game. Country, oh what? Country house. Is that new? Are they still adding to this? I don't know, I probably haven't played this mod back in a couple of years, so that happens. The gable houses look great. That's way later game. The large, oh yeah. For that. Boarding house we're not doing. Town lodging, that looks cool, but no. Row houses? Oh yeah. Much later. Yeah, Colonial half house is later. These guys, yes. Okay, we are not going to do this for the starters, but we will build some of these cape houses. Definitely, we'll build some of those. Alright, and let's go ahead and clear a bit of that. Reserve of logs is low. Well, it's gonna happen. I feel like we're crooked. Did I? What do we have in our ship here? We have blueberries, hide coat, firewood, tools, food, reeds. Oh yeah, reeds. I forgot reeds in this pack. There's so many things that I'm gonna say that like a dozen times this playthrough. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wonder, I'm not gonna do this right now, but I wonder if I'd be able to, silkworms, I forgot all about that. Will it let me? Oh, I can do a mine there. But that angle, I'm making it so it won't, doesn't quite go further. Down here it would work. That's probably. I know that there are these other mines. Where are they? These guys. I know that those exist. The flat ones. They're flat. Yeah. But I want to use the regular base game mine because it's just better. Am I crazy? Am I like what? it's a grid. The game is a grid, so I must have gotten crooked at some point. Alright, we should be finishing this up. What is... Oh, I didn't task a builder. Nice. Not a small... Alright, here we go. And then we're going to need all the stone. So we'll just go ahead and grab all that. We are in summer. So... Nope, not in rest. I guess we'll just put these here for now. We're going to need room for tools and clothes. I think 4 houses will be enough for... Yeah, we probably don't need 4. 3 will probably be enough for 9 people. Reserve of stone is low. I am aware. So, for those of you that maybe are not familiar with the mod packs in this game, Colonial Charter is sort of themed around the idea of colonial settlement in the New World, and you've got loosely, I would say, 17 and 1800s era stuff, which is why the buildings look the way they do. And there are some things added. There's specialty storages, some special traders. So like once we get to a certain point, we can get a farm supplier going. We can trade for luxury goods. Some of these things are, I don't want to say over the top. That's not exactly what I mean, but so there's like the dock set that's all for shoreline work. There's wooden docks and I believe stone docks. There's fences. There's this whole fortification set, which if you haven't seen my Fort Hope playthrough, you should definitely go check it out. It's a couple years old at this point, but I used all this stuff, and it was a really fun playthrough. It was challenging, but it was fun. There's one with some native stuff, which I've never really done a native playthrough because you can't make your people natives. So it's mostly just decoration, which is kind of weird. An urban chapel. These are like, oh yeah, these are all stackable city buildings. So you do like a level 1, level 2, and then level 3. So, interesting. And there's some classic buildings that have been removed from the game. Like an old winery you could build at some point. There's just so much stuff in this game. Like this old castle. Maybe I should do a playthrough about that sometime. The old castle. Like, build that. That's the thing, you can't really build the cool stuff first. You have to build up to the cool stuff. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Let's do 2 people in here. And, alright, we're at 956. We're down to 6 clothes. So they should be doing the housing next. And we will... What? Okay. I feel like there should be... Oh yeah, I need a woodcutter because I'm going to need firewood. Ooh, we need a blacksmith. Can't build this yet. but that's gonna be cool if we can. Yeah. So we'll put the blacksmith. Do I do a second street parallel to that one, or do I do something like a town square? I kind of feel like putting the blacksmith and tailor down here, and then we can do either streets or other buildings there. I don't know. I like it over here. I can't quite put my finger on why, but I do. So we'll do the blacksmith there. And we need that to be built before we can build a tailor. Oh yeah, weavers. I forgot about all this stuff. There's only one tailor skin. That's interesting. Unexpected. We'll go ahead and get the hunter going. The hunter will get us deer. Yeah, that's right. The hunter's gonna kill you. The hunter will get us deer, which will get leather. I don't really like to build roads too early, but I feel like we're kind of at a point where that could be helpful. I need a road in between those buildings, but here we are. Did we get some fishing going yet? 250 fish already. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, so let me reacquaint myself with the gathering tools. So it's not going to be wild food, right? The reeds are going to be... There's some food though. Stone and iron. Okay, I think I need to use this one. And there's something weird with the hitboxes on reeds. Like this is the hitbox for those reeds. Alright. If you're wondering why I'm so geeked about gathering reeds, it's because reeds can be put into firewood. I'll show you here in a minute. So it's in the bundling shed. Or do we just go straight for a woodcutter? Probably need both, if I'm being honest. Jeez, I didn't realize that was such a big building. Alright, we'll put the woodcutter right across from the stockpile. And we build a road. Do I already have a road here? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. It's literally already there. Right. So we do need another house. How many people are in these? 4. Oh, right. Okay. So many professions in this pack. Alright. So I was thinking we only had 6 people, or even 9 people, 3 in each house, but we actually have 10. So we're in spring of year 2. We've had 1 person grow up, and we've had 2 babies born. which is the reminder that we need, as soon as we possibly can build it and staff it, a schoolhouse. We put the school behind production buildings. Or we put the school on the beach. That seems too distracting. I know it's not a mechanic in the game. Distracted children don't learn well, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. If I put them here, they're gonna hear the wood chopping all day, every day. Whatever. Okay, so that building will get built. The hunter should be... Really? Bro. Okay, perfect. Let's go one hunter. What do these guys need? Iron ore. And they need stone. Iron ore. Okay. Do we have a just collect iron ore? Oh yeah. That there's some up there. Is there any in here? No. Interesting. Alrighty. What am I seeing? More deer? Nice. Jeez. Good. Actually, let's check on the hunter. Well, I just staffed them, so. How are the gatherers doing? We have 600 food, so. GG's. Hopefully they get more. Let's go ahead and have other people help. This is kind of one of those spots where I need to just let the game run, because if I start queuing up too many tasks, we're gonna get in a bad way. So we do need the tailor before the blacksmith, but I think there's something with feathers and reeds. We could do survival coats, but we're not gonna have any feathers until the hunter starts killing birds. Once we eventually get chickens, then we'll have plenty of feathers. It won't be an issue anymore. But hopefully the hunter will either get us feathers or leather, so we can make sure we have enough coats. We need the school to get built, so we don't have a drop off in education. We need the wood chopper to get built, so we can have firewood. I don't want to do too much, but I think we go ahead and get a little bit of these trees out of the way. That'll solve two problems. Oh yeah, and the clothes, that can be upgraded later, like that. Yeah, so reeds and feathers here. We're not going to have cloth or linen for a while, so we'll leave that unstaffed for right now. We have reeds, no feathers yet. Nice, we have 157 venison. We do have 5 leather. Let's go ahead and staff this just long enough to use up that 5 leather. Okay. We need this to move to priority. Why do those people not have a house? Our population hasn't increased that much. They should have a house. Maybe in the meantime we put a little rustic abode down here for these families. I don't always do that, but the first pod I do. But I think we are off to a pretty good start here. I should have taken a picture when we really oh, now it's raining. Well, isn't that perfect? But hopefully you guys are on board with what we're trying to do here. Hopefully you're enjoying the concept of this tropical playthrough, and hopefully we can get lemon seeds and make Lemon Town really all about them lemons. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. My name is Blue Belly. It's the Blue Belly Gaming channel. Please click subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.